Hey everyone, welcome back to another Haolonggood review. Today we're taking a look at a very highly anticipated set, well, for me at least. It's their Maiasaura family pack. Now I ended up ordering this set of figures from Lantern's shop. Each set retails for $20. And I'll leave a link down below to Lana if you want to order a set for yourself. So Maiasaura is quite the popular hadrosaur. We surprisingly has very few figures of this very important dino. The Carnegie collection did a couple versions way back in the day, and Batat did also. So really nothing else since those couple of figures. So it's nice to see Haolonggood answering the call of doing a very highly requested species. So anyways, let's take a quick look at the box. We get the family pack on here. There's the brown and green version. Each one comes with a juvenile. However, the way the printing of the promo images of the figures on the boxes, the colors are way, way, way off. The baby does not look purple. The colors are not desaturated. We'll see, in a few moments when I throw these figures up on the turntable. So something definitely happened with the printing of these boxes. And then on the top of the box, we get some pictures of all the different Haolonggood releases. Very, very herbivore heavy, and I'm okay with that because I think they absolutely excel at their herbivores. Still need work on their carnivores, but we'll see how that turns out in the near future for them. So anyways, let's throw these figures up on the turntable and take a closer look. And here are both sets of the packaging. I think Haolonggood did an absolutely fantastic job with these hadrosaurs. It's nice to see family packs. I said it when they first, announced this on their Instagram, that this is literally a perfect herd building set. You can buy multiples of these and just have a full herd of Maiasaura on your shelf, and complete with juveniles, and you'll really see that too often from companies. Yeah, P&S did it a couple times, and we'll get into that a little bit later during comparisons. But yeah, I think they absolutely nailed these Maiasaurs. Now there's two versions: the brown version, which is mostly a reddish brown with some purple hues, and the green version. I like the brownish one better. It looks more natural to me. But both are really good. Like I said, they've gotten much better with their paint apps. They're a little bit vibrant and sharp, paint apps in the beginning, but they get much better with blending and make everything look more natural. And I absolutely love the babies. They're absolutely adorable with their baby blue eyes, and I just love the pose of them. Looks like they're galloping up to keep up with the adults. And Maiasaura is such an important dinosaur species. Back when Egg Mountain was discovered in the late 70s, it's the first instance that we had eggs, nests, babies, juveniles, and adults all in close proximity, which actually show for the first time parental and social behavior among dinosaurs. Maiasaura is a very, very important species, and I'm glad it actually got some justice in this beautifully recreated figures from Haolonggood. And for some measurements, the adults are 9 inches long from the tip of the beak to the tip of the tail at 22.9 centimeters, about 2 3/4 inches high to the top of the hip, or just shy of 7 centimeters. So Maiasaura in real life was around 30 feet long, or 9 meters. I'll put these figures in the 140 scale range. Yes, they are advertised as 135. Haolonggood's been pretty good lately, keeping around that 135 scale, but these just fall a little bit short of that. I'm okay with them being 140 scale. There's so many different sizes of Maiasaur specimens around that, I'm okay with them just being a tad bit undersized. And as for the babies, the baby figures are 4 inches long from the tip of their adorable heads to the tip of their tiny tails, or just 10.1 centimeters, and about 3/4 of an inches tall, or just under 2 centimeters. All right, let's first take a look at the brown pair. This is my favorite of the two, and I think the head sculpt turned out absolutely fantastic. You see the little hornlets on the top on the brown specimen are decked out in bright orange paint. So I'm going to consider this one the male of the two. You can see the nostril sculpting right here. The duck bill is all decked out in browns, and some nice dry brushing over that. You got a nice cream coat for the underside, and most of the body you do have these rusty browns mixed in. The scalation is absolutely fantastic. When Haolonggood first came around, their scales were a little oversized and very textured. They definitely dial it back. P&S did the same exact thing. All these companies are just learning as they're producing their figures. But yeah, this thing just turned out absolutely great. I just love blue eyes. Always say it. I've said it a bunch of times in my videos. Love blue eyes on dinosaurs, and especially on hadrosaurs. It just makes them look so beautiful and majestic. And then going down to the front legs, you can see that they have. Let's see. They have. Let's get the come on camera. Let's focus in on that. Does not like how small the feet are in here. You do have 3 toes exposed. The Edmontosaurus specimen, has that giant hoof covering these digits, and most hadrosaurs from other companies since that discovery have replicated that. They've decided not to, and that is okay. I am fine with that. It just it's only been found on that one Edmontosaurus specimen, so we don't know if that is the norm. The hind legs are very, very powerful looking, nice and muscular. Lots and folds of wrinkles and bulging muscles all over it. You have this nice row of spikes on the top of the body that goes down right to almost the tip of the tail. And speaking of the tip of the tail, you do have this nice purplish hue with all this nice striping, nicely blended. Like I said, Haolonggood is getting much, much better with their paint apps and blending. They're very natural looking, and I just absolutely love how lifelike this Maiasaura figure is. And let's take a look at the Whittle baby that comes with the brown one. It's mostly a pink color. Like I showed you earlier in the box, it was almost purple, but there's definitely some contrast in issue when they printed the figures on the box. But yeah, the baby is absolutely adorable. The only thing I don't like is this exposed unpainted section on the hip right here. Even the green baby has this problem. It's just really shiny and glossy, and it looks like it's a paint error, but it's on both sides and it's on the same spot on the other figure, so it's not a paint error. Just wish they'd added some kind of paint up on there, just not to leave this glossy, base plastic on there. But love the head on it. Just look at those little blue eyes. This thing just looks absolutely adorable, and it has very baby-like proportions. Love the gallop and pose. You do have some nice dark markings and stripes along the back and tail, and a nice deep peach coat for the underside over here. And we did not do the butthole check. Well, we're going to do a baby butthole check. Ooh, I hope I don't get flagged on YouTube. You do have a little bit of a cloaca slit right there. And let's do the cloaca check on the adult, because we didn't do that. That is a mighty, mighty fine cloaca slit. So yeah, both of these look absolutely great, and it's just nice to have, adults and babies included in the same pack. And now let's take a look at the green version. Another nice natural looking figure. Exactly the same sculpt as the brown one. Just not as vibrant. I like brighter colors on my figures. And let's get the camera to zoom in on the head. Same thing, those nice baby blue eyes. You can see the nostril sculpting right here. The little crest above the eyes are nicely done. Nice, thick, powerful looking neck, just like the body just oozes power. Hadrosaurs were very large and strong animals. I'm really tired, like in paleomedia, that they just get picked off so easily. They basically get one-shotted by carnivores, but these are very powerful, muscular animals. They'll definitely give a predator a run for its money if they try to tackle a healthy adult. And going down to the arms, same thing. You can see the digits are not that giant hoof that the Edmontosaurus specimen was. My camera does not like focusing in on that, but yeah, all that nice scale detail, folds and wrinkles on the legs. Got that row of spikes along the back, and we do have a little bit of orange at the tip of the tail. Very, very nicely done. My camera friggin' hates these figures for some reason. The focusing in and out. Dinosaur bum check on this one. Nice cloaca slit. And you can see all that nice scale detail all under the body. Why camera? Why do you hate Haolonggood Maiasaura? There's such nice figures. And let's just bring the green baby out really, really quick. Like I said, just that unpainted piece right here. It just looks really, really weird. I do not like that at all. And let's just zoom in and take a look at the head. Those baby blue eyes, those juvenile-like proportions, that nice gallop and pose. That green is contrasted by these dark brown stripes along the tail. You have a little bit of brown at the tip of the tail. That nice, peach coat for the underside. So yeah, these things are just absolutely great. Just love the family group look that they did with these figures. I hope Haolonggood does more of these. Moving on with comparisons, here it is with Collecte's 1/40 scale human. Let's do some other Hadrosaur comparisons. Here it is with PNSO's massive Edmontosaurus. And what else do we got on the side of the studio right here? Here it is with PNSO's Lambeosaurus. And what else do we got? We got Haolonggood's Oranosaurus, one of their first few figures. And this is another Haolonggood Hadrosaur. And I just totally brain farted and forgot what this one is. But the Maiasaura are definitely better than this one that I just can't think of at the moment. Is it Toledo, it's Toledo something. I don't know. Let me know in the comments. Everyone loves correcting me. This one is very flat. And the details lacking. I always notice that some releases from Haolonggood, the figures are very flat and don't have a lot of like crisp details. I don't know if they have two different sculptors and there's two different molders. I just, like the Maiasaurs, same thing, just very, very flat details. You put the Maiasaura next to this, it's pretty much night and day. They look like they came from two different companies. Now, remember what I said earlier that, PNSO did some, adult and baby packs. Here it is with their Stegosaurus, and here is the Juvenile that came with that. So just to put it into perspective, the Haolonggood sets are $20 a piece, and the PNSO one was $60 just to get an adult figure and a baby, and I just think that was absolutely ludicrous. I was, pretty critical. I love the Stegosaurus figure. It's probably one of my favorite Stegosaurus figures out there, but it just felt way, way overpriced. Here it is with the Torosaurus and baby, same thing, $60. And you get one baby, you can get both sets of Haolonggoods for $40 and have a nice family group. Haolonggood's just really showing how overpriced PNSO is, at least in the United States. How overly expensive I think they are. I love their figures. I just feel like sometimes they just charge way too much for what you're getting. The Centaurosaurus being one of the biggest culprits. And here it is with the only other Maiasaura figure I have in my collection. Here it is with the original Carnegie collection figure. They did an updated one with the adult off the nest, and it came with I believe it came with a Juvenile, then protected one. I never ever got those other two figures. So this one's been like kicking around in a box since like I think the mid '80s at my house, and you can see just how much our understanding of these animals has changed over there, and how far dinosaur figures have come over like the last 30 years. Pretty incredible. We definitely live in the golden age of collecting. And lastly, Haolonggood does have a few figures from the Oldman and the Two Medicine Formation species. We have Daspletosaurus, Chasmosaurus, and Edmontonia. Don't fall over there. Let me just rearrange them just a little bit better. Haolonggood doing a really, really good job. Just giving us a very, very diverse lineup in a very, very short time. But that's okay because the figures are super affordable, and I don't mind their rapid-fire releases. So, final thoughts on Haolonggood's Maiasaura set. They did a fantastic job on it. Just the affordability. You get an adult and a baby for $20. It's very easy to herd build and have a massive family group of these animals. That's not gonna break the bank. Their sculpting has definitely gotten much better. The paint-ups are much more well blended and natural looking. Like I said, my favorite out of the two is the brown variant, but you really can't go wrong with either one. My only criticism is just these unpainted parts on the hips on the juveniles. It just looks like whatever machine they're using to paint it missed, but I guess that's the way they're supposed to be. I just really do not like seeing that base plastic poking through. It's too shiny compared to the matte paint used on the figures, but that's my small critique. I think both figures are worth it. You just can't beat them for $20. And like I said, beginning my review, got it from Land of Time Shop. The link to order them is down below in the description. So that will do it for the review. Waiting for my Hammond collection Giganotosaurus to come in. My Haolonggood Gastonia, they're in the U.S. They attempted to deliver them to me, but for some reason they said it was the wrong address, even though every time I order from AliExpress, it always comes to the same place, and I had to file a dispute to get them redelivered, and if they don't fill that out in a few days, they're going to get sent back. So whenever those come in, I will be reviewing the Haolonggood Gastonia. So that will do it for the review. As always, if you're enjoying the content on this channel, show your support by hitting that subscription button just below the video. Each subscription helps out the channel tremendously, and it's greatly appreciated, and I'll see you guys for the next one.